one of the things that defines you the most is your promos. When was the moment where you realized, all right, I got this? And because I watch your stuff, and I'm like, there's echoes of Roddy Piper in there. There's echoes of Randy Savage in there. And the moment I knew you were a star, there was the promo you did in Ring of Honor. I'll become a monster to fight the monsters of the world. You shot in the basement of the Murphy Rec Center when you were doing the program with Raven, and I saw that, and I was like, holy crap, he's going to make $1 million. Like, I knew it right then and there. When was the moment that you knew you kind of had that knack for the gab and that the mic was your best friend in wrestling?
I don't know. I don't know. Again, I hate talking about myself or praising myself, so I don't know if I have that. If you think I do, that's awesome. I think it's something that was always there, from just being a punk kid and getting beaten up constantly, but still always like running my mouth. I couldn't beat anybody up. You know, have fun with that one, internet. You know, but I could always talk shit, and like, man, people would get tired of punching me in the face, and I would still be there like talking shit. You know, like, oh, your mother. You know, like whatever. And so it stems from that. You know, and I think Mid-America Wrestling really kind of molded, because that was when I really started the straight edge thing. And to me, it was easy because pointing at people and being like, I don't do this thing that you're currently doing, so fuck you, I'm better than you. It was always kind of resonated, and it makes people mad. And there would be a lot of people at the shows who came to the Knights of Columbus because the beer was cheap. And so it was like easy just to get these guys riled up, you know, and I just think it was always something that was there. Ring of Honor helped a lot too, because it was almost like it was formatted for television. It wasn't an indie show at a dog park or, you know, like whatever. I had to kind of like reel myself in, and I had time constraints. But again, it was, you know, quote unquote, almost like it was filmed for television. So that helped me out a lot. And just, I think being open to different kind of music and movies and just culture and everything in general kind of broadened just my mind about everything. So cutting promos based on where you're at regionally was easier, and it just made the whole process a lot better. You know, it's fun to be able to look out in a crowd and see like, okay, it's predominantly kids, so to know what kind of material you're going to need to use. And it was just something I always felt like I could be better, so I was always striving to be better.
How much of the promo ability do you find yourself utilizing in acting? Because I don't think you did interviews for the UFC fights, but I didn't feel that was like CM Punk trying to talk people into the building. It was a different cadence. It was a different style of interview. How much of maybe even the wrestling stuff and the promo ability do you find pulling out for acting? Because I interviewed Roddy Piper once, and he said wrestling is explosion, acting is implosion. You know, one is more internal and one is larger than life, and something's bothering me here. I don't know what that is. For you, how much of the wrestling stuff do you pull out in the acting endeavors?
I mean, I haven't been able to explore it that much yet to really give you an answer. You know, like hopefully in the future there'll be, you know, more roles, bigger roles that I'll be able to do that. But with I guess just kind of reading scripts, like I've always had a pretty good memory. So if I had to memorize lines, that was never a problem. My character in Girl on the Third Floor, I think, is really nuanced. So I don't know how much wrestling helped with that. I think in wrestling, you got to try to cheat and play to the cheap seats. But then again, Raw is on television, so it was always about like the hard camera and, you know, focused on that. So it helped me in that regard. But the character-wise and promo-wise, they're kind of parallel.